So right now I'm on this video by Aahron called Jobless Losers aka Cancel Warriors. And just to show you when it was made, it was today, a little while ago, March 14, 2021. And I just wanted to speak on this a little bit. I always thought this is something stupid, but now I'm like really tired of hearing about this shit. And he's right in what he said about the video. Is basically talking about this cancel culture shit, which is ridiculous. That's what they call it, cancel culture. I mean, that's what people refer to it as. And we just got like word that that Pepe Le Pew character in Looney Tunes, they want to cancel that because it's encouraging rape culture and telling, like passing off this message that it's okay for men to force themselves on women. And I'm thinking like usually it's kids that watch these cartoons. A lot of people don't even watch it no more. But if any kids are watching, you think kids are thinking about little kids are thinking about fucking or forcing themselves on. You think a cartoon is going to convince somebody that it's okay to force themselves on, sexually harass or rape a woman? Is going to teach them that? Only adults have that in their mind. So you have grown ass people running around trying to get stuff canceled or banned because they have no fucking life. I mean, they did it with some character from The Simpsons. I think it was that Indian shop person, which I hate The Simpsons. I think that is a dysfunctional and degenerate show. But I still think they shouldn't have canceled the character based off of stupidness, talking about some stereotypes. That was like 1 or 2 years ago. Then here we go with this Pepe Le Pew. And I think it was, what, Speedy Gonzalez was another one from Looney Tunes. And now they're talking about canceling Ace Ventura or Jim Carrey Ace Ventura series because there's a scene, if some of y'all remember, I haven't seen the movie in forever, but they're bringing up the scene, if some of you remember, where it's someone that he basically said, oh, this is a man, and he's like basically saying, oh, that they have a penis and all, and they're pretending to be a female. I don't remember the details, but here Aaron is reading the article, so I'm going to try to go through it a little bit, what he's showing on the screen. So it says, Louis Einhorn, the police chief who detests Ventura, is always intervening in their cases, is actually the culprit behind Snowflake's kidnapping, as it's revealed that she is actually the shunned Miami Dolphin football player Ray Finkel. Finkel was never able to move past when he messed up the Dolphins' chances at winning the championship trophy and was sent to a mental hospital. He had soon escaped, transforming into Lois Einhorn, so that he could execute his elaborate plan to tear down the Dolphins. The issue arises when Ventura is seen freaking out that he had previously kissed Einhorn out of tension during a heated moment they had while arguing about the case. The movie shows Ventura scrubbing himself when he realizes that Einhorn was actually a trans woman. Okay, no, they showed him having a dick. What the fuck is this trans woman shit? They're they're chasing after the wrong fucking shit to try to virtue signal. Whatever. So it says, and the entire final scene is built on the comedic revealing to the entire football team and the entire police force that Einhorn is actually a man. They just contradicted themselves. First they said it's a trans woman, actually a trans woman. Now they're saying it's actually a man. So which one is it actually? You see how these stupid fucking jobless losers can't even get their fake outrage and public outcry to distract people from real issues? They can't even get their wording right. They're trying to fuck people up and confuse them with these terms, and they fuck up in the article. Look at how they contradict themselves. Pissing me off here. So it says people on social media have been calling for this movie to be canceled. No, it's y'all that write these stupid articles and you try to make the news, then write about it. You call into these people to try to get shit canceled and then write articles and say everybody's calling for it. You put up these fake ass fucking tweets and get everybody outraged to follow this bullshit, and then you write about it. Let's just keep it real. It's not everybody outraged trying to get it canceled. It's you fuck nigga. And then you put up these stupid ass posts trying to virtue signal and show a couple of fucking check marks and suspect ass accounts following you. Nobody cares about this. No kids are asking for cartoons to be canceled, and no group of people at large is asking for a show to be canceled that was made like, or a movie made like fucking 30 something or plus years ago. Nobody fucking cares about this, bro. Fake outrage. So it says people on social media have been calling for this movie to be canceled because that specific scene wasn't emphasizing how Einhorn was the culprit, but more on the fact that she had transitioned from a man to a woman. But you just said that the person is actually a man. So which one is it? Ventura strips her down Now it's calling it her again. Ventura strips her down in front of the entire crowd, humiliating her by exposing her trans agenda, to which his actions are met with applause. An agenda is when you place something on a bunch of people or something at large. A one person doing it for their own personal reasons is not, it wouldn't be her trans agenda, it would be the trans agenda, which we have right now. So what is this stupid ass terminology? Get your terms right. But these people, they don't have much sense to write these dumbass articles. So of course their terms are all fucked up. Can't even fucking talk right. You don't you read your shit to make sure that your writing is consistent? The shit is not even, some of these terms that you're using are not even congruent with each other. Okay, they're not even congruent at all. They don't match at all. They don't go together at all. So we go here to the next part that Aahron is showing, where someone called Silver Lining says, waiting for Jim Carrey to get canceled for playing Ace Ventura. I mean, how shallow can an actor be who voices a line about your gun is digging in my hip? The nerve. Really? What are y'all, like children in your mind? What grown person goes around writing these things and talking this way? Are you right upstairs? This is what you people go on. How the fuck are you able to even sit down and use a computer? And this is how you think in your mind. And then he pointed out, Aahron pointed out this tweet right here. If I can show it. By a person called Rasta Monday. Can you believe this? On Twitter, of course, fake ass supporters that they have to get to make this shit actually look real and look like an actual problem. So someone named Rasta Monday says, why is the first Ace Ventura movie not canceled? It's clearly a transphobic movie. Pound sign LGBTQ, pound sign trans rights, pound sign Pride Month, and you call yourself Rasta Monday. Even Aahron said, when do Rastafari and anybody say call themselves Rasta support any of that shit? So what kind of fake ass username? You know why they put their name like that? So that they can get attention because they have conflicting things in their statements despite their name. There's plenty of people on Twitter that do that dumb shit. Okay, so the article, the rest of it says the Ace Ventura movies, including the sequel Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, were my favorite movies growing up because I've always been a massive fan of Jim Carrey. You're not a true fucking fan, you fuck ass nigga. If you sitting up here trying to cancel his movies based on some bullshit. You swear you a fan and it was your favorite movies growing up? So as you get older, you start bitching and complaining about something that nobody cares about that's not even what you say it is, but as a little kid you had more sense? Please tell me that's not the case. Hmm. Hmm. My favorite type of humor was and still is that kind of slapstick comedy that you also find in Carrie's Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. But I can't deny that this specific scene in Ace Ventura is transphobic. And unfortunately, there are discussions that need to be had about why. Why the fuck do discussions need to be had about a movie that is damn near older than fucking dirt and people are not even fucking, are they planning on coming out with another one? Are they planning on doing a remake, a reboot, and playing all the same shit over with new characters? I don't think so. Talk about it need to be discussed. The fuck are you talking about? And talk about, oh, of course things were different during that time period. That's what they keep saying. Every time they go to cancel one of these damn old cartoons or movies, things were different during that time period. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. No shit. And of course, I don't believe the movie needs to be never watched again. I think that this is an opportunity to educate those who have seen it. So you're going to educate people who have seen a movie that is probably fucking 20 or something years old. You're going to educate them on what? You're going to, that's, you call that educating? Bruh. You see why I don't talk about stuff like this? You see why I said I don't like to really, cause you know, I know how I get, and I don't want to say something that people be like, oh, you can't say that. Let's strike the video, cause I know how I get. And when you have these conversations with people in real life, some of them, they get all bent out of fucking shape, and then you just have to fucking disown them because they're stupid as hell and they agree with this kind of dumb shit. So this is what I said to someone, Black Wolf. I said to him this. Black Wolf made a comment and said, the thing you need to do is have a personal copies of the movies you love. Mm-hmm. Yup. That's right. So I said to him, I said, or if you're looking for any movies that were made before 2012, try to make sure that you buy the copies used and make sure that the manufacturer or copy date of the physical DVD or Blu-ray is before 2012. If it's a Blu-ray, it might be kind of hard though. That's why I buy DVDs on stuff that I don't want to be whitewashed, but that's another story. So I say, make sure that the manufacturer or copyright date on the back of the DVD is before 2012, meaning before President Obama's first term. There is a correlation. And some of you might be wondering what the fuck that is. Well, you see, in 2012 is when a lot of this political correctness and this thing about what is it, homophobic, Islamophobic, thisophobic, thatophobic, transphobic, all this virtual signaling and social justice warrior shit. This really got in full swing during Obama's what was it, actually his second term. I mistyped that. Make sure it's made before his second term. That's what I meant to say, because that's when this shit really got in full swing in 2012. That's when they started editing and cutting parts out of DVDs and all of that. And some of the DVDs, I heard they cut parts out of these seasons of DVDs, television series on DVDs. Plenty of these I heard they did this too. I don't really care too much for these fucking shows, but I still think that's wrong. So I said there's a correlation between President Obama's second term and this about this political correctness in that year 2012. I said, trust me on this. I said that way, if you do that and buy the DVDs before year 2012, you can make sure that, for the most part, that it's not whitewashed out with deleted scenes or having only politically correct scenes or canceled. Because if they want you to spend money to buy television seasons of programs on DVD, who the fuck want to spend money and the scenes are deleted out and cut and all of that to make it politically correct? I don't want to spend money on that crap. So I said, this way you will have your own personal copy, just like he was saying. That's just my advice to everyone reading this. People laugh. You're not going to be laughing in the near future. People laugh when I say that streaming movies and paying for streaming services is a scam and a joke. They laugh. Hmm. But at least if you're not paying for streaming and you're mostly buying physical DVDs, the way I said, you don't have to worry about them canceling anything on you or the streaming service losing the license to hold the movie. Yeah, if they lose the license to hold the movie or the television series episodes, you won't get to play them no more. I've read comments from people saying they lost movies that they paid for. Yes, it happens. You don't have to worry about that. You got a physical DVD, okay? And I said, you will have your physical copy always, and you get to watch it whenever you want, regardless of cancel culture or political correctness, and regardless of the streaming service losing the license. People are not going to be laughing very long when they find out that what I said is right. Not going to be laughing very long. When you try to tell them that physical media rules and always will, period. That's why I don't even trust this cloud DVR shit. I ain't never paid for a cloud DVR service. I just won't pay for the service. They're talking about, oh, well, you don't have to worry about having a physical hard drive, and the cloud service is free. You just pay for the device or the streaming service that you're using on. If it's cable, you just pay for the cable box, but you don't have to pay DVR service no more because it's cloud. It's free. What people don't realize is that, first of all, the reason why a lot of that shit is free, especially when you have in-home cable service, is because nothing is recording at all. The stuff is already on the internet as to be streamed. It's just that when you say save this movie, save that movie, it's basically making it accessible to you, but it's not recording anything, okay? The scam with that is, if that company that's providing that TV service to you or that streaming service to you loses that license to hold that movie, you lose access to it. And also with the cloud DVR and a lot of these streaming services that you pay for, they can control what you can record and what you can't. What shows you can record and what shows they don't allow you to record. Talk about some shows are not compatible with cloud DVR. See, when you had the physical hard drive in the house before, like maybe like 10 years ago, you could press record and record anything you wanted to. Yeah, you can't do that anymore with the streaming services, can you? because sometimes they restrict you from doing so, and they can wipe out recordings behind your back. They lose the license to the shit, your recordings on some of these services will disappear. So y'all that was laughing when I said physical media rules, you keep on fucking laughing, all right? But what he said about the cancel culture, right? This is ridiculous. We canceling old cartoons and shit that have been out for 30 some years. We're canceling them, and then they talk about we gotta cancel this scene and that scene because it's racist and all that. And like I keep telling people, like this is basically to take attention away from the real issues and all the fuckery they're doing behind closed doors where you don't see, to get you worked up and get you. I mean, you take relief and comfort. You feel better about yourself and about society as a whole because a couple of cartoons and statues are being removed. That make you feel good. That's accomplishing something, right? Oh shit, man! I'm done with this video. Oh man, people have their priorities ass backwards. Just forget it, man. Thank you for listening to my rant. I know it was long as hell, but come on.